So next up, Paul Cowley, President and CEO of First Vanadium, a really advanced stage of vanadium project in Nevada that I am highly interested in. So Paul, you're up.
Good afternoon, everyone. So First Vanadium is focused on vanadium, and it's in Nevada, one of the best, if not the best, mining jurisdictions in the world. And with a project that we have, the Cowley Vanadium project, it's the largest, highest grade primary vanadium resource in North America. But before I move on to the project, I know that John Kaiser mentioned vanadium in the earlier session today, but just some fundamentals about vanadium for those that aren't familiar with it. It's primarily used in the steel sector. It's an alloy that strengthens and lightens steel, so it's a very, very critical metal for infrastructure. It's used in rebar for building skyscrapers and bridges, that much stronger and safer. It's because of the ability for its strength and lightening. It's used in long-range aircraft bodies and turbines and car chassis, so it makes things safer and more fuel efficient too. So very much an infrastructural steel that's for our modern, growing, mobile world. It's essential for us. With the increase in, or the expected increase of infrastructural spending in the order of close to $4 trillion a year globally, vanadium is very much a part of that, and with increased demands. Also, there's a Chinese rebar standard that needs to be enforced, which it will be. I think the trade wars are delaying that process, but all of that will mean an increase in demand and in vanadium and the price. But also what's really, really exciting, even though it's a small portion of the consumption of vanadium, is in the energy sector, in these utility batteries. It stores large amounts of electricity. And it is superior to the lithium-ion battery in this niche, in that the lithium battery will degrade over a period of about 5 years, and you'll need to replace it, where the vanadium battery will last at least 25 years. It also doesn't have the risk of exploding or going on fire that the lithium battery in this particular use has done. A couple of fires in Arizona and one in Hawaii. So I don't know why people are going towards lithium when in this particular case the vanadium is a superior option. But I think there's real excitement for me in the solar plus battery sector, because solar has been a problem before because it never stored the electricity. Now that the panels, the technology and the price of panels and batteries are that much superior and lower cost, there's a booming industry right now in solar plus battery projects around the world. This is generated by governments at all levels that are looking to reduce the carbon footprint, and it's just starting to get commercialized in the last 2 years. It's just going to gain momentum, and the vanadium battery will be a part of that. Got to quickly move to our project. A little snapshot of the company. It's got very, very strong fundamentals as most investors look for: good share structure, good people, good project, and good timing. I think we have excellent aspects of those fundamentals. We've got 42 million shares outstanding with $1.6 million in the treasury. Our team is an exception to the rule. We're basically very seasoned, respected, and successful explorers, mine builders, and mine operators. I'll tell a little bit more about that. But all of these people are behind this project, the Cowley Vanadium project, which I'll be spending some time on it. And we think that we're well positioned by having this particular project, advancing it. It's an advanced stage project with this demand in vanadium coming up. Many, many positive features of this project, one of them being the location and infrastructure that comes with it. We're in the Carlin Gold Trend. We're in mining Mecca where Barrick and Newmont are housed in there. We're 6 miles away from the town of Carlin, so major rail hub, highway, power, all within 6 miles of our project. And that also includes all of the communities and the vendors, contractors, suppliers for the industry. It's a phenomenal location. And of course, Nevada, great for mining and for the permitting process. Some of the features about the project are, again, ideal. We put a resource out in February. 80% of that resource is in the indicated. That's very favorable. It's a large deposit. It's open for expansion. The resource is only a part of what this thing could be. It's a thick deposit, fairly simple, high grade, much higher grade than our competitors in Nevada. And another couple of great features is that it's flat, shallow dipping, and near surface. So open pittable, 2.5 to 1 stripping ratio. So again, these are all great things that miners are looking for in a deposit. The rock is soft. It's in a black shale, so it's soft, broken. There'll be low energy costs in terms of blasting, mining, crushing, and grinding. And the metallurgy we've been working on for about a year, we've shown that we can get, on an average, 95% of the vanadium extracted out of the rock. And just last month, we finalized our metallurgical process flow sheet, which signaled that we're ready to move towards a PEA, which we should be starting in next month, actually. Just a couple of shots of the site. The lower slide shows the valley that the deposit's in. This is a large, simple deposit. It's about 2 kilometers in the length of the valley, 600 meters wide, and about 35 meters on average. It can get up to 75 meters thick. We did 2 drill campaigns that added to the historic drilling. Very successful infill and expansion drilling. We added 89 holes. Now there's 216 holes that well define this deposit, 80% in the indicated. These are really, really exceptional, close to true thickness and from surface. The 1.5% V2O5, that won't mean anything to you, but the gold buffs, that would be the equivalent of about 6 grams of gold. So 46 meters from surface at about 6 grams of gold gives you an idea of the value there. We put out this resource in February. This is about 32 million tons, so it's a very sizable project. We think it has the capacity of being a 15 to 20-year mine life. That'll be determined in the PEA. Good grade, better grade than we expected, more tons, more metal in the ground. So at the current price of vanadium, this equates to about $3.2 billion of vanadium in the ground. So it really, really significant deposit. Now, I mentioned we're moving towards the PEA, but before I close, I've told you about this Tier 1 project. We've also got this Tier 1 group of people that are behind it, mine builders and mine operators. I'm a geologist. I've been involved in discovering 6 million ounces of gold for a major company, BHP. We've got 2 mining engineers that have worked to the top levels of managing operating mines around the world, like Bulyanhulu, Ashanti gold fields in Africa, Lupin in the Arctic, very challenging locations, but these guys are really high-quality senior people. We've got a mine builder who's built many mines in North and South America. He's building Lundin's mine in Ecuador right now. And we've got 5 metallurgists, all have their specialties in different aspects of metallurgy and mineral processing that have all worked for major mining companies, Barrick, BHP, Anaconda, Alcoa. These are senior guys. I'm actually the youngest guy at 63, so we've got about 400 years of talent in our group here. For a small junior, that's really, an exception to the rule. We also, people from Vancouver would recognize Tukey Angus, very prominent businessman and lawyer, and John Anderson as well. So we've got really good quality people behind our project, advancing this project to the PEA. So I think what I see this as a Tier 1 project, Tier 1 group of people, very undervalued right now, and so I see lots of great reasons for people to want to buy and hold First Vanadium. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, Paul. Good presentation. Yeah, if you like vanadium, this is as good as it gets. You know, this is the only company you need to buy in the vanadium space. I've been, as a precious metal guys, I'm taking profits right now, and I'm building a position in this company because it's ridiculously undervalued, and the value will come out at some point. It's a good one to acquire when you make some money in this sector. Build a position in First Vanadium. So next up is